Hey, so you're in the market for an engineered timber, and the big question is, do I need floor preparation? Well, the short answer is near 100% of the time. So an engineered timber board, and this is the Aussie spec timber, so this is black bark, this is spotted gum or Tasmanian oak. The board's rigid, okay? So it does not bend. So when you have a board that does not bend, it must be laid on a billiard table. It has to be perfectly smooth and flat. Most likely, your subfloor will have a bit of wobble. It will have a bit of wave. So let's go through the three subfloors. So if you're going over top of concrete, most likely, if there's any wobble in the subfloor, you're going to need a flood coat leveling compound. And the reason why we need a flood coat leveling compound to smooth out that subfloor and make it flat is the engineered timber boards don't bend, they're rigid. So when they click together, they need to be laid on a perfectly smooth subfloor so the system fundamentally works. So if the system won't click together correctly, and there'll be no warranty attached to your flooring if you're not laid on a perfectly flat subfloor. So let's talk about the secondary subfloor that you may work with, which is timber. So the timber, same principle apply again. If there's a little bit of sag between the joists in your second level, or if it's an elevated slab, pole home, whatever it may be, if there's sag through the yellow tongue or the sheeting, well then you're going to need some leveling compound. You might need to sand down the join lines, and then there's a product called Renovate, which is a leveling compound specifically designed to go over top of timber subfloors. Works absolutely fantastic. And the third category where we sit with is tiles. So in no circumstance ever will you install your engineered timber directly over top of tiles. That is a no-go. The caveat to that is if you put down a leveling compound, like this Renovate leveling compound, and it locks in over top of those existing tiles and essentially locks it all down so those tiles can't pop and bubble. That is the risk that you do run though. So for example, if you put leveling compound down on the top of tiles and you smooth everything out nice and flat, if that subfloor was to fail and pop a tile, and then the leveling compound pops, it's going to affect the top layer, which is your engineered timber. Objectively, you want to put leveling compound down when it comes to concrete subfloors that are a little bit uneven, definitely the case when it comes to engineered timber, and 100% the case when it comes to tiles. Make those decisions right, and I guarantee you'll end up with perfect installations and perfect floors with your engineered timbers.